everyone. So I've got a very simple and yet a very useful video today. It basically is, if you have 5,000 rupees, how can you completely protect your family? Absolute basic video. A lot of us probably have this problem of you have money, a little bit of money, but how do I really invest it and how do I ensure that I have proper protection for my family? So I'm biased towards insurance because I think first you should defend what you have and then look at growing your money. So let's take the example of a young family. The earning member is 35-year-old, annual income of around 5 lakh rupees. And after expenses, this family can actually have a surplus of 5,000 rupees to invest. So how should we attack this situation of actually protecting your family in a very solid way and trying to grow your money? So the first risk which you have is, what if the earning member dies? Huge problem scenario, because the entire family is dependent on your income, and if that income all of a sudden stops, the family is left high and dry. So step one is take a rock solid term insurance cover. Take it up to almost 20 times your annual income, or at least 15 times your annual income. So if a healthy 35-year-old tries to take a term insurance cover of 1 crore, they can get it for around 1100 rupees per month. So out of 5,000 which they had, 1100 goes into getting a solid term insurance cover. So in case, God forbid, the earning member dies, the family gets 1 crore, which is, in my opinion, a sufficient amount to sort of, plan for the medium term and invest and save it so that the family does not get affected, at least financially. Now great, so one part protected, that future income in case of some tragedy is sort of taken care of. Now let's take another scenario where we're all human beings. You fall sick or you meet with an accident, all of a sudden you will be need to hospitalized. In case of a hospitalization today, go into any decent hospital, and if you have to spend 5 to 7 days there, a 2 to 3 lakh billing is quite natural or ordinary to happen. So what do? So I would strongly recommend that you get a good health insurance plan. And why this is important, and suppose you fall sick, then the only way is to dig into your savings. And 1 to 3 lakh savings is not something which a normal middle class family can easily afford to have. So you should sort of create a protection against that risk, and the health insurance plan is the best way to sort of do that. A family of 4 can get a 3 lakh insurance cover by paying around 800 rupees per month. So theoretically, by actually investing 1100 per month on term and 800 per month on health insurance, you are now creating a fairly secure kind of investment or protection for your family. And here, just keep in mind that if you don't have this health insurance cover, then and all of a sudden you have to shell out 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh from your savings, then you've taken a loan. Then what happens is this 5,000 which you had to invest, you really don't have any more. So maybe even your term insurance plan will start getting affected, because you're servicing a loan which you have taken because of a medical emergency. So by this, just investing 800 rupees per month, you've actually taken care and ensured that, one is you get proper treatment in a good hospital, and your term insurance plan doesn't really get impacted. So that, if you ask me, are 2 solid steps. Now the third one is actually further protecting yourself in case of some absolute emergency. So take a scenario again wherein some critical illness, it could be a heart attack, it could be God forbid cancer, or lots of critical illnesses which today you hear stories of young people actually getting impacted by this, or meeting with an accident in which you break your arm, you break your leg, or God knows some part becomes dysfunctional. So that is also a huge risk. And again, what happens is, if it is a critical illness, your normal health plan which you had for 3 lakhs will not suffice, because the expenditure will be far, far more than that. And another problem which happens is, typically if you have such scenarios, mostly you will lose your job, or you will have to stay at home for almost 6 months, 9 months recovery period, and then hit the job again. So again, same problem, your health insurance plan gets affected, your term insurance plan gets affected. And at this point, you have a critical illness, you surely don't want your term insurance plan to get impacted because, serious illness, very high chance that is required for your family. So how do you cover yourself against a critical illness or, a serious accident? So two ways to do this. One is with your term insurance plan, take a critical illness rider and an accidental death and dismemberment rider. Or of course, you can take standalone critical illness plans and a personal accident plan. And the pricing for this is also not too high. If you take it along with your term insurance plan of 1 crore, you can actually get it for an additional 800 rupees per month. So by actually spending 1100, 800 and 800, in 2700, you've created a rock solid protection for your family. We sort of, at my insurance club, we call this creating a Suraksha Kavach for your family. Take these 3 basic types of insurance. So as I said, first is a term insurance of around 15 to 20 times your annual income. Health insurance, 3 to 5 lakh cover, a 3 lakh cover will come for 800 rupees. And a critical illness and a personal accident kind of riders or standalone plans. So by spending 2700 in a month, you've provided a complete protection. So we started with the assumption that we had 5,000 rupees in a month which we could invest. So now you have a balance of 2,300 rupees which you can invest. So protection done, now let's try to grow. So use the 2,300 rupees to invest in probably an SIP or go into the new age ulips which are extremely tax efficient. Now there is a school of thought which says that don't do the insurance part, from this 5,000 saving, let me just try investing this entire 5,000 rupees and try to grow my money, in a double kind of a scenario, because there you're investing in the scenario which I gave, you're investing 2,300 rupees per month, but here I'm investing the entire 5,000, so potentially my money can grow much more. Well, your money will grow because you're investing more. But what happens if in 6 months something happens to you and you can't invest this money? So, you have to consider those scenarios if you want to do it sensibly. So this is what I would recommend. Take these 3 rock solid protections and use your balance money to invest. The good part about this is even if your income grows, this cover actually continues and you can now increase your investment component gradually and do it for 15 years and you will be sitting at a cool sort of kitty for your family. I hope you like this. If you have any suggestions for different kinds of videos which you would want me to make, please do let us know. Drop in a comment. If you have any inputs on this video, please do share us so that we all can benefit from it. I hope you found it useful. Thank you.